Hello everybody, Hans Herky again. Welcome back to my channel. Right, Dallas? Right? We're going to be doing another story time, quarantine, lockdown, whatever you'd like to call it. Yeah. That's right. Are you ready to read another story? We're going to be reading another story today. Another lockdown, another day. Right, Dallas? In the same clothes. As you can tell, I've filmed three videos in a row. Dallas, hold on. I got to introduce the book. Today we're going to be reading, yes, I'm going back into the British accent again. Today we're going to be reading Lorax by Dr. Seuss. Not cutting the head. The Lorax. Are you ready to go, Mr. Dallas? Okay, here we go. Dallas, here we go. He's already diving into the book. Yes, Dallas. At the far end of town where the grickle grass grows, oh boy, this is going to be a tongue twister, and the wind smells slow and sour when it blows, and no birds ever sing except old crows, is the street of the lifted Lorax. And deep in the grickle grass, some people say, if you look deep enough, you can still see today where the Lorax once stood just as long as it could before somebody lifted the Lorax away. What was the Lorax? Why was it there? And why was it lifted and taken somewhere? On the far end of town where the grickle grass goes, the old onceler still lives here, and ask him. He knows. You won't see the onceler. Don't knock at his door. He stays and lurking on top of the store. Oh my goodness, I can't read because you're putting the book down, Dallas. He lurks his lurking cold under the roof, where he makes his own clothes out of a muffled moof. What am I reading this, child? And one special dank midnights in August, he peeks out of the shutters, and sometimes he speaks and tells us how the Lorax is just lifted away. He'll tell you, perhaps, if you're willing to pay. Dallas, pay attention to the book, please. On the end of the rope, he lets down a tin pail, and you have to toss it 15 cents and a nail. And there, the shell of the great-great-great-grandfather snail. Then he pulls the pail, makes the most careful count to see that you've paid him the proper amount. And then he hides what you paid him away in the snoovy. The snoof? His secret strange hole is grooveless glove. Again, what is this gibberish I'm reading to this child? Then he grunts, I will call you by whisper my phone. For the success I tell you, for your ears alone. Slop! Down slops the whisper my phone to your ear. And old onceler's whispers are not very clear. Dallas, I need to read. Since they have come down, they have a snuggly hose, and he sounds as if he had smallish beers up his nose. Now I tell you, he says, with the teething sounding gray, how the Lorax got lifted and taken away. It all started way back, such a long, long time back. Way, way back in the days when the grass was still green and the pond was still wet. And the clouds were still clean. Dallas, please. There we go. And the clouds were still clean. And the song, the swami swans ran out in space one morning. I came to this glorious place. And I first saw the trees. The truffula trees. I didn't even know if I'm pronouncing any of this correctly. The bright colored tufts of the truffula trees. Mile after mile of fresh morning breeze. And under the trees I saw brown barbaloots. Barbaloots? frisking about in their barblet suits, as they played in the shade and ate truffle fruits. From the rippleless pond came the comfortable sound of the humming fish and humming splashing around. Dollars. Oh, man, it's getting hot in here. But those trees, those truffle trees. All my life I've been searching for those trees, such as these. The touch of their tufts were much softer than silk, and they had a sweet smell of fresh butterfly milk. I felt a great leaping of joy in my heart. I knew what I could do. I could unload my cart. In no time at all, I had built a small shop. Then I had to chop down a truffle tree with one chop. And with great skillful skill and great speedy speed, I took the soft tuft and I knitted a thneed. What the? Dollars, do you understand what I'm reading to you? The instant I finished, I heard a gazump, and I looked, and I saw something pop out of the stump of the tree I chopped down. It was sort of a man. Dallas, describe him. That's hard. I don't know if I can. Well, he was shortish and oldish, brownish and mossy, and he spoke with a voice that sharpish and bossy. Mister, he said with a sawdusty sneeze, I am the Lorax, and I speak for the trees. I speak for the trees have no tongues, and I'm making you, sir, the top of my lungs. He was very upset as he shouted and puffed. What's this thing that you have made out of my truffle, trifle, blah, blah, blah? Look, Lorax, look, I said. There's no harm for alarm. I chopped down one tree. I'm not going to do any harm. I've been quite useful. This thing is a thneed. A thneed is something fine and smoothing that all people need. Yes. It's a shirt, it's a sock, it's a glove, it's a hat, but it has other uses. Yes, far beyond that. You can use your carpets for pillows and for sheets, or curtains and covers for the bicycle seats. Dallas, please pay attention. We are not done reading the book yet. There we go. The Lorax said, Sir, you're crazy with greed. There's no one on earth that would buy that food need. But the very next minute, he proved he was wrong. And just that minute, a chap came along. Dallas, please, I've got 50 more pages to go, chap. And just for that minute, a chap came along, and he thought the thneed I got it was great. He happily bought it for 39.8. Oh, now you have Wicket. You gonna play with Wicket? Okay. He laughed at the Lorax. You poor, stupid guy. You never can tell what some people will buy. I repeat, cried the Lorax. I speak for the trees. I'm busy, I told him. Shut up, if you please. I rushed across the room, and in no time at all, I built a radio phone. I put in a quick call. I called my brother and uncles and aunts, and I said, listen here. Here's a wonderful chance for you, the whole Wilder family, to get mighty rich. Get over here fast! Take the road to the North Ditch, turn left at Week and Reckon, and sharp and bright at South Snitch. This is Wicket, the Ewok. And in no time at all, Dallas, there we go. And in no time at all, the factory I built, once their family was working full tilt, we were all knitting needs, busy, just as busy as bees, Dallas. You're getting rather restless. To the sound of the chopping of the truffle trees. Oh my goodness, this is such a long book. Give me 1 second. Then, oh baby, oh, how my did business grow. Now chopping one tree at a time was too slow. Dallas, you cannot flip pages with your feet. So I quickly invented a super axe hacker, which whacked off 4 truffle trees in one smacker. We are making needs 4 times as fast before, and that Lorax, he didn't show up anymore. Dallas. But the next week he knocked on my new office door. He snapped, I am the Lorax who speaks for the trees, and you seem to be chopping down as fast as you please. But I'm also in charge of the brown barbaloots who play in the shade in their barbaloot suits and happily lived eating truffle fruits. Now, thanks to your hacking the trees to the ground, there's not enough truffle fruits to go around. And my poor barbaloots are getting the crummies because they all have gas. And no food for their tummies. Dallas, please, I'm trying to read the story. Dallas, foot down, please. They love living here, and I can't let them stay. They have to find the food and hope that they may. Good luck, boys, he cried, and he sent them away. I, the onceler, felt sad as I watched them all go. But business is business, and business must grow. Regardless of crummies and tummies, you know. Oh my goodness, this is such a long book. I meant no harm. I truly did not. But I had to grow bigger. So bigger I got. And bigger for my factory. I biggered my roads. I biggered my wagons. I biggered the loads of the sneeds I shipped out. I was shipping them forth to the south, to the east, the west, the north. I went right on biggering, selling more needs. And I biggered my money, which everyone needs. Then again, he came back. I was fixing some pipes when the old nuisance Lorax came back with more gripes. I am the Lorax, he coughed and whiffled. He sneezed and sniffled, snoggled and sniffed. Onceler, he cried, with a querulous croak. That is... I gotta read. Here. Onceler, you make such a smokeless smoke. My poor swarmy swans. Why can't they sing a note? No one can sing who has smog in his throat. I have a feeling this sounds like a very environmentalist story. And so the Lorax said, please pardon my cough. They cannot live here, so I'm sending them off. Where will they go? I don't hopefully know. They may have to fly for a month or a year to escape from the smog that's smogged up around here. What's more, snapped the Lorax. His dander was up. Let me say a few words about the gluppity-glop. Your machinery chugs on day and night without a stop, making gluppity-glop and sloppity-slop. And what do you do with this leftover goo? I'll show you, you dirty old man, you. You're glumping the pond where the humming fish hummed. No more can they hum, for the gills are all gummed. So I'm sending them off. Oh, the future is dreary. They walk on their fins and they get woefully weary in search of some water that isn't so smeary. And then I got mad. I got terribly mad. I yelled to the Lorax. Now listen here, Dad. All you do is yap, 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 yap and say bad, 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 bad. Well, I have my rights, sir, and I'm telling you, I intend to go just about what I'm doing. And for your information, Mr. Lorax, I'm figuring on biggering and biggering and biggering and biggering, turning more truffle trees into thneeds, which everyone needs. Notice? Well, that got really intense there for a moment. And at that very moment, we heard a loud thwack. From outside the fields came a snickering smack. On the axe of the tree, we heard the tree fall, the very last truffle tree of them all. No more trees, no more thneeds, no more work to be done. So in no time, my uncles and aunts, everyone, all waved me goodbye. They jumped into my cars and drove away under the smoke-smothered stars. Now all that was left was 'neath the bad smelling sky was the empty factory, the Lorax and I. The Lorax said nothing, just gave me a glance. He gave me a very sad backward glance as he lifted himself by the seat of his pants, and I'll never forget the grim look on his face when he hoisted himself and took leave of this place. And throughout the hill of the smog, without leaving a trace, and all the Lorax left in here was this mess of a small pile of rocks with one word, unless. Whatever that meant. Well, I just couldn't guess. That was long, long ago, but each day since then, I sat here and wondered away. Throughout the years, while my buildings have fallen apart, I worried about it with all my heart. Yes, Mr. Dallas. But now, says the Onceler, now that you're here, would the Lorax seem perfectly clear, unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, it's not going to get better. It's not. It's not. So what a dreadful ending. So, catch, calls the Onceler. Here's something. It's a truffle seed. It's the last one of all. You're in charge of the last truffle seeds. And truffle trees are what everyone needs. Plant a new truffle tree, treat it with care, give it clean water, feed it some fresh air. Grow the forest, protect it from the axes that hack. Then the Lorax and all of his friends just may come back. The end. That was the longest book of all that we read today. Isn't it right, Mr. Dallas? Isn't that right? Well, that does it for story time today. Thank you for joining us. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the notification. Hit the notification button below, and please comment if you like the videos. Please subscribe. Please you silly boy. He's being so silly. Yeah? Oh! Are you gonna shave? You wanna shave? You wanna do a little shave? Alright, so hope you're all enjoying your lockdowns, your quarantines with your family, friends, pets, loved ones, your objects, whatever you want to call it in the house. Please stay safe, stay healthy, please wash your hands. And Dallas did not get the memo to not touch your face. Take care.